Latest immigration news. Let's talk about the latest in immigration. Bijoux.ngwanda here, immigration lawyer in the DC metropolitan area. Please, if you're new to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe, and please don't forget to comment, because we're going to really talk about those news as far as especially the immigration bill. So, but let's talk about DACA, because this one came yesterday, okay, on the 27th of September, which was Monday. The Biden administration moved to protect dreamers from deportation. What they did is they published a proposed rule. Remember that in July, a judge in Texas ruled that DACA was illegal, preventing a new applicant from applying. And among other things, one of his arguments was that when Obama came up with this DACA program, the Obama administration did not go procedurally to all the steps in order to come up with this program. So they pretty much did not follow the proper procedure, and that's why he found that this DACA program was illegal. So in the meantime, what's happening is that the Biden administration is appealing. They already filed their appeal to appeal that decision, but because they, after the reasoning of that judge, they pretty much maybe think that that appeal will not stand. They came up with this proposed rule. So, and then for it to receive public comment, because if a rule is proposed, it has to go through proper procedure, receive public comment for 60 days, and then it gets published. It becomes really like some policy to follow, right? So Obama with DACA, they didn't go through all those steps. That's why this judge was able to challenge it. And when Trump was trying to challenge it too, when he failed, remember that in 2017, this DACA thing went all the way to the Supreme Court. Trump fell because procedurally he didn't follow the step as well. So that's why he failed. So now that this judge challenged DACA because of procedural reasons, while the Biden administration, now they're taking real steps to really protect dreamers, especially to shield them from deportation. So, well, what this one is going to do is it's going to basically find other ways to provide. If the Democrats do not find other way to provide the green card for dreamer, the proposed rule could be a temporary safety net for dreamer if legislation failed. Basically, it's just preparing, protecting them, but we still need Congress to pass the law to really shield it forever. Otherwise, if something goes wrong with this proposed rule, then the judge can come back again, challenge it again, stop DACA again, or it might end up in court, in Supreme Court too, if they file really with this proposed rule. So that's what's happening. So at least at this point, what we know is they came up with different steps procedurally so that they can protect DACA temporarily. We have to be clear on this, temporarily, from deportation. So therefore, new applicant, after this one becomes a policy, then new applicant will be able to apply for DACA. That's what they're doing. In the meantime, they're taking parallel actions. In the meantime, they are appealing. They already filed an appeal. Okay, so let's move on to this Plan B. What is Plan B? We finally know what is Plan B. At least we know something. Okay, Democrats pitch Parliamentarian on immigration Plan B, and this just happened today, this afternoon. What happened was the House Democrats behind the scene, they went there with their Plan B to actually talk to this parliamentarian. So, and among other things, what's in the Plan B is that they want to change the date, the registry date. If you read this article, you see that they want to change the registry date. Okay, it says here we have presented a legal memo for the second approach, and a CBO score. So they presented a legal memo for a second approach, and that will include a pathway to citizenship for dreamers, temporary protected status holders, and agriculture and other essential workers. Okay, so but remember that that effort of 8 million was rejected because according to Elizabeth McDonough, the argument was that it did not comply with the rule for reconciliation, so they had to come up with another language in the bill. So that's why they came up with this one. Okay, so that's just the reasoning, her reasoning over there. But this one, really what they want to do is to actually change the date. The Democrats came with a plan B, and then today Senator Durbin confirmed on Tuesday that part of their pitch to McDonald is to change, you see, to change the registry date for certain undocumented immigrants and beneficiary of humanitarian parole programs, essentially implementing a status of limitation for past unauthorized entries. Let's say, for example, if somebody has, entry that inspection, if somebody has multiple of those, then there will a statute of limitation will be there to actually prevent some people from applying, right? But let's go further. So it says here that date has never changed since 1972, and now they are reconsidering changing it. According to some analysis by FWD-US, changing the registry date to 2010, allowing any immigrant who have been in the country since that date to apply for a residency, will make around 6.7 million people eligible for legal permanent residency. Okay, if they change it, those are just people making those analysis. I'm not saying that the date will be 2010. I'm saying that according to some analysis, okay, if they change it to 2010, at least 6.7 million. So not shy away from 8 million, right? 6.7 million will be eligible. So that's what they're trying to do, and that will help a lot of people. So now the question is, well, is she going to accept this? Well, those Democrats, to be honest, they have a choice, right? They can either overrule this parliamentarian, fire her, and bypass the filibuster and just get it done, okay? But they're so hesitant because of political a lot of things, political things at stake, their career at stake. I don't know, but they can do it if they really want to force this thing to pass through. So, and that's what's happening. On Thursday is September 30th, right? Eventually they have to vote for this budget for next year. Well, we don't know if this one will be voted with that language included on Thursday. I don't know, but something is going to happen on Thursday as far as budget is concerned. Otherwise, we're going to have a government shutdown. We have had government shutdown in previous year. What's happening is if we have a shutdown, the immigration court will be closed. All cases will be pending until the government starts back again. But USCIS will be they will be working because they work independently, because they work based on the fees, the application fees that people pay them. But as far as immigration court, well, they get a lot of funding from government, and if there's a shutdown, then those courts will be closed. So this is something that they have to avoid, because we already have a lot of backlog. The system is broken, and if they really need to help, they have to avoid this shutdown. The Democrats have a lot to lose. They really have to avoid it. So, and the last news is that the DHS has designated Croatia as a new participant in a visa waiver program. Remember that people from European Union countries, they come here for 90 days without a visa. So they have added this country here, Croatia, to be part of the visa waiver, and that's a good news for people coming from that part of the world, so they can just get here 90 days without a visa. So that's what it is, as a great news for them. But in the meantime, we are monitoring those news, and we hope that I really hope that those people will come back to their senses. Please go ahead, comment. What do you think? Let me know in the comment, please. What do you think about this Thursday or anytime soon, whether they will do something? Let me know in the comment. In the meantime, well, really, we just have to have our hope high, because what is the other alternative, to be honest? We're hoping for the best. That's it. That's all I can say for now. Until next time.